Hello, welcome to Big Data Bytes by Ganapati Devappa. ChatGPT has become very popular, providing solutions to various problems. It is an open AI based tool with the ability to answer many questions, including providing answers for interviews and homeworks, as well as helping programmers with coding. It can be used to increase your productivity. But what does it know about AWS cloud? Everyone is moving to cloud, and AWS or Amazon Web Services is the leading cloud provider. Let us ask some questions about AWS to ChatGPT and get the answers. First, let me log in with my Google ID. You can also sign up easily. I have just logged in. You can see some examples here, some of its capabilities as well as limitations, including that limited knowledge of world and events after 2021. Now, first question, why move to cloud computing? Cost, it reduces your cost, scalability, reliability, flexibility, and innovation as they keep innovating. Pay as you go is one of the reasons that you will move to cloud so that you can reduce cost. Next, why choose AWS cloud compared to other cloud providers? Yes, it is the market leader. It is number one. They have a global infrastructure which helps in disaster recovery. They have a large ecosystem of partners and developers, customers, compliance, security, cost effective, plus they have a large set of tools that you can use. Next, which tools on AWS are most popular? EC2, that is certainly very popular. Basically, you rent machines on AWS cloud. S3, that is the most popular storage option on the cloud. Relational database service, that is popular. Elastic containers, including orchestrating Docker. And Kubernetes service, AWS Lambda is very popular for serverless compute or serverless functions. Next, how do you store data on AWS? So S3 is the number one option. EBS, electronic block storage. EFS. You can also use many of the databases which will have inbuilt storage. DynamoDB for NoSQL database. Redshift, which is very popular. Now let us ask about security. How do you secure your data, including personally identifiable data? on AWS. How do you secure your data, including personally identifiable data on AWS? PII, that is personally identifiable information. Encryption, IAM, access control lists, network security, data governance, auditing, compliance, classification. It has listed many of them, though not all of them. Next, how is serverless processing done on AWS? How is serverless processing done on AWS? AWS Lambda is where you do serverless compute. It is told only about Lambda. There are other serverless services like serverless AMR, serverless Redshift also available, which it has not mentioned. Next, let us ask how do you do workflow orchestration in AWS? I misspelled, but still it understood because it is quite intelligent. So step functions are the way to do workflow orchestration. We use step functions quite widely in AWS. Next, let us ask about reducing the cost. How do you reduce storage cost in AWS? Storage classes you can use. Glacier, data transfer and retrieval costs you can reduce. Life cycle policies which are used to reduce storage cost by moving to lower cost storage. Storage gateway, that is how to transfer data. Intelligent tiering, data compression, AWS usage report. It has not mentioned storage lengths, which you can use to study your storage costs. Next, let us ask a coding question. Let us see if it can code in AWS. Write a Lambda function in Python to send notification when a file arrives in S3. Also include steps to add appropriate IAM role. Include unit test on this. So it gives the Lambda function with Lambda handler, get bucket, and send notification. Then create the IAM role, Unit test is also there. Test lambda handler. So check that the notification was sent. So you can go back and check the code, and you can copy the code also. So the notification it is putting in the S3 itself. You can even ask it to do SNS notification. Next, let us ask it to write some glue code. Write a glue function to transform a file on S3 and store to Redshift table in database MyDB. So it gives the glue Python script. So it is very similar to the Spark code. So it gets the S3 data, applies the transformation, and then loads the data into Redshift with database MyDB. It also lists additional steps like creating a connection to Redshift from Glue data catalog. So we asked 10 questions about AWS to ChatGPT and we got very good answers. They're not perfect, but they will certainly give you a good starting point from which you can build on. Note that you can add additional questions based on the previous question and answer as well. Thank you. I hope you liked this presentation. Do you want to learn more about big data? Please subscribe to my courses on Udemy. If you are a manager and want to learn about the various big data tools, then you can take the Big Data for Managers course. This course is very popular on Udemy and has more than 7,000 students. If you want to learn about cloud computing as a manager, take my course on Cloud Computing for Managers with Google Cloud. If you are a developer who wants to learn coding with big data tools like Hadoop, Hive, Spark, machine learning, then take my Big Data Foundation for Developers course. If you want to learn development using distributed message processing using Kafka, then take my course Apache Kafka for Developers. If you want to learn distributed processing using Apache Storm, then you can take my course Apache Storm. Use the links provided to take these courses at a discount. These courses are subscribed to by students in over 50 countries. Thank you. Bye for now.